Hi, good morning everyone. This fool is awake. I barely made it on time. It's 10 in the morning for me at least. I just fucking woke up. God, yesterday was horrid. I can go on about yesterday because it was terrifying. Whew. Anyway, this is Jackal. Good morning and welcome to the stream. You might notice I'm a little tired, so I might talk like a 5-year-old. It's the easiest for me because I mess up a lot when I talk. So if I talk like this, I don't mess up as much. Which is probably a good thing, or maybe not. I don't know what it is, but I think I'm getting like a stutter and shit like that. Anyway. Jesus Christ, I was so tired from yesterday. I went to the doctor at 7 in the morning. It took 5 hours. I was 5.5. I was stressed that I wouldn't make it to work, which was at like 1. And I like getting ready like half an hour before. But anyway. I'm gonna go to there. Yeah, I can skip to fast forward. Oh. Okay. I just woke up, so mind me. Don't mind me. I need to drink my water. And I haven't eaten anything, so don't mind me if I start grumbling. Who should I show my poem to next? Also, the voices are gonna be horrid, so even if they weren't already. Hi, Zackle. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Just woke up. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Monica. She's a good club leader. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Well, fuck. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. How the fuck you laugh? I don't laugh probably like they would. I have a really weird laugh. Don't worry, Zackle. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of some things Sayori would like. Is it so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. I don't know about that, man. I'm actually a depressive, where I have the symptoms coming back sometimes. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. So you're really not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has the kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? It's always the happy ones, guys. It's always the happy ones. Yeah, it's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Boop. Boop. Hole in the wall. It could have... Oh, God, it couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I don't have a camera looking at me, which is why I don't do web shit. So... And I'm also leaving that for a reveal or something. If I ever manage to get to like, I don't know, 5k followers, then I'll reveal it. But that's likely not gonna happen, so no one's ever gonna see me here. You'll never see my true appearance. You haven't even seen my final form! Anyway. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have put emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany lately. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that, you could say. Kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, anytime, Monica. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my own mediocre writing abilities, except Sayori. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns a poem onto the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zachel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Zachel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zackle appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew sizes bigger as soon as Zackle started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zackle? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn how to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? I think the point is, I used to do this a lot. I would make them all convoluted sometimes. I think what it is you're not okay with divulging all the information. It's like you're still trying to hide a part of yourself. The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. It's like when you're depressed, you kind of want to hint people to know it. So, I don't know, like me, you, like, hear a lot of, like, really loud, like, depressive rock. You blast it. You say things like, yeah, you know, haha, I'm totally sad all the time, depressed. Woo. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Zackle? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. I just started yesterday. But whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be... So I can choose one of them. Or I can bring in Sayori. I'm gonna go with Yuri, because I like Yuri more. Natsuki's just kind of being like a hoe, dude. She's just being mean. Like, to be mean about it. Wait, hold on, can I go back? Let's analyze that. Who started it? Oh, I don't think I can go that far back. But either way, I think she's the one that was continuing it yet. Like, Yuri is very... I think she's kind of aggressive, but only if you start it. So I'm gonna say Yuri was a better one. Oh shit! I picked Natsuki? Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that! Let's go back. Oh, that's fast! Okay, wait. I can go and look at the history now. Okay. There we go, look. Natsuki's the one that started it. What's with that language? And Yuri's like, what? Oh, did you say something? And she's like, trying to be polite. Natsuki's like, oh, it's nothing. Whatever. And it's like, I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. And she's like, yours is cute. Because she doesn't like that style. And she's like, cute? Did you just miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about giving up. How can that be cute? It's like, she's just, damn. Calm down. Let me skip that. Is everyone okay? Well, I'm gonna agree with... Okay. I'm gonna save it here because I'm being a dumbass. A little bit. So I'm gonna put Natsuki this time. Yuri, you're really talented. There we go, because it switched them around, so I'm like, what the fuck? But Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Wait, did I agree with Natsuki? What? I'm gonna load the other one. Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Oh, okay. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. I like this one. It's no secret that I was impressed. Here's the thing though, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. The Natsuki, you took that way too far. Yuri means one. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean, and Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped in at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. That's kind of her fault. She needs to learn how to... Well, I guess she needs to get counseling. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I get hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Serious, she doesn't really need to. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. But she's definitely going through some shit if that's how she responds. Damn. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin rolled in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Zackle. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. Blush, blush. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never... You mean your boobs? You would never do anything so shameful. So, eh? What kind of thing did Natsuki say? Huh? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah, let's not talk about your boobs anymore. As a a high schooler, I am very much embarrassed when anyone brings any topic like that. Okay, everyone. That's true, I'm also a guy, right? Right. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zackle, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something about your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Zackle! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. It's over, boy, too. God damn. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you, you know? Phew! You know, Zackle, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Defeated sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but they all fucking like me for some reason. Oh, I like everyone. That's the point. Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Wait, can I click the same ones I clicked yesterday? Boop. Did I click Uncanny last time? I don't remember. How about I just click... Oh yeah, it's definitely the same ones. Crimson. Anime. Tenacious. Raindrops. Philosophy. Eternity. Death. Childhood. Kitty! Defeat. Massacre. Contamination. Passion. Man, I really need to get some secret snacks in here. I don't have any for my gaming sessions. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here for the past couple of days. The reason I say that though is because I like eating so I can... Sometimes I don't eat or I'm hungry. Or my throat is really closed up. Like right now you can hear me. I'm like, And I think snacks help me like get more saliva and like throat. Hi, Zackle. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Gimme. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Another symptom of depression, overeating. And so that leaves only the one option. And so that leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Zach to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean like that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But he wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was... Eh? A cookie! Oh, what kind of cookies? A chocolate chip? Oatmeal? Ooh. M&M's? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha ha ha! Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. I want a cookie! Natsuki, I'd give you a hug. Please. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. This is torture. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. I would bite my tongue if I had a cookie. I don't care if that's the retribution I have to follow and face, and I would do it too. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Oh. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Chomp chomp sadly. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, that's my cookie! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Run, Sayori, run! Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have anyone heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I wouldn't know about that, guys. That's true. Excuse me? I mean, guys, I was in my depressed state when I got a boyfriend, so I don't know. Just because you're out there doing all this shit and, you know, I didn't do anything. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. He's so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'm getting kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. Tried to be patient, but my head's spinning. And my mouth is getting tired of talking after 30 minutes, which is really odd. Maybe I should go run and get a snack. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Can I go into the closet? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was just focusing, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... It's a book you gave me, right? I want to read some of it. Not for some particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see, there's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, it's titled The Portrait of Markov. Oh, it's a Russian. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? She starts giggling. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Zackle? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so warped. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be, but because they have their own goals. It's interesting. When you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again, I'm sorry. Don't apologize, I haven't lost interest. I have! I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. It's okay. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. I'm personally more into... Thing is, I'm more like Yuri. Let's just leave it at that. I might as well get started reading it. Let me just get the book. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Right next to you. Yeah, are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what she means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It'd be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Using the corner of my eye, and I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? Whew. I slide my desk together. Here. Oh. Hold on. Oof, I need a break. I'll see how far I can make it, because as I said, my voice is literally dying. I might just get a snack so that I'm not dying. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay, you're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient. I don't! I hate when I have to be patient like that. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Thanks. She no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Jesus Christ, you're making this like an erotic thing. Or, Jesus. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, she's blunt, and she also second-guesses a lot of things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Maybe it's her favorite book, so she got those mannerisms. You know, she pulled it out, she made them her own. Everyone does that, even if subconsciously. She remains silent for a moment. But Sackle, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess more than anything, it's kind of cute. Ooh, I can make it go like that. What does that mean? Ooh. Interesting. Does it go by itself? Oh god, that's not what I meant. There we go. Okay, that's better. Hold on. And settings, text speed might be a little slower. Settings again, it might be slower. I like it's going really slow. Return. Is that alright, Yuri? I actually don't want to be clicking it all the time, so I'm gonna see if that actually works. You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Oh, my thumb! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Oh, wow. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. It's like, man, what kind of erotic thing are you suggesting? In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. A little more. And I think it's perfect. Who should I show my poem to first? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get snacks. I can't handle this. If I want to continue streaming for at least 20 more minutes, I need it. Or even more, actually. I might continue for a half an hour. Or something. BRB! Just listen to the music, guys. I'll be right back in a jiff. Oh, my legs! Don't hear the door. Y'all's Knight of Shining Prince is returned. With snacks. So if y'all are feeling peckish, guys, just dig in. Cause, God. My throat feels like it wants to kill itself. It's like, Jesus. Just gonna eat my little fruit and snack Nutri-Green bar, whatever the fuck it is. I just needed it for the iron. And it had the most iron. And it's strawberry anyway, so fuck it. So don't mind me eating here in the back. Hold on. It's actually really good. Which is why I brought 2. Because I haven't eaten breakfast in. So my throat isn't ready enough to continue with this by itself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's just go in order again. Oh, right, Otto. I'm glad you like it. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Why don't you try to be nice about it? If I'm doing a bad job, then I try to just cheer it. You still liked it. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Zackle. Never ever! Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Oh god, this is so great. I don't need to click the keyboard and mouse every time I'm done. I love it. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? So sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. She already is, brother. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, Sayori, you know exactly what I mean. I guess I like happy poems. I don't know about that. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Bittersweet? That's a word I'm looking for. Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah. How do you think does it happy and sad? Oh, you should know Sayori more. I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Maybe you are getting better, Sayori. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. All in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Oh, I don't like that. It sounds like that she's scraping her brain for some sort of happiness that she can give him. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. This is actually kind of how I write poems, so it might be a little crappy. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. You okay, Sayori? No, she's fucking not. Did you really write this? It's kind of, like, disturbing. Monica taught me a whole lot of being disturbing. Uh-oh. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Oh no. Not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. You should listen to what she's saying in her poem! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Oh god, no, she's starting to be in the depressed loop. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Uh-oh. Don't get ahead of yourself. She's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something and then dropping it more than a week later. No more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. ADHD, man? Natsuki.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one.
Oh. Otto.
But I can't really say it's any better either.
Huh? Feel what? Oh well, that isn't a train wreck. I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
Thanks, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Yeah? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength.
But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with you, you weirdo? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Oh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like getting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. You're the balloon weight to her balloon. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Wow, it was her.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, heavy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. I like spiders. Amy has wild friends. I see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends talk to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. It's gross. Kimoy, kimoy, kimoy. The world is better off without spiders. I mean spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh shit. Not bad. Oh my god. It's also quite disturbing. Otto! Oh, you were just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. It's true. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks your poems. That doesn't matter. It can't be about anything.
I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things. That's true.
I used to be a weeb from like middle school. I'm still a weeb, you know, weeb once, weeb for life. I would wake up at 5 like in the afternoon just binging. Cause I would binge, no. I would binge till like 7 in the morning and fall asleep till like 5 p.m. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to that one. Now we're on to Yuri's. I actually like Yuri. I like her writing style. She uses so many fancy words. You stare at the poem with a surprised expression. Why are you so surprised? Do you like it? How did I pick up on what? It's because I'm smart. Ah, no. Who cares if you did a good job explaining? Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know! It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. It's being appreciated like this, I guess. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, this makes me really happy. Oh. You've never shared your writing before? I have. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. People just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? I wonder why. Oh, give me your poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. And I feed myself again. The raccoon's her stomach. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. That's right, you were hungry. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out. Man, you're stupid. It probably means either her stomach or, like, her certain emotions. Yeah, or something, like, that makes her feel good. Yeah, something she's usually forced to keep herself. Something she knows is sinful. Like, I don't know, let's say you're depressed, and you think depressed thoughts because it feels good, but you know it's bad for you. Like, you can't stop yourself. Or hurting yourself. And stuff like that. And you know it's bad, but you feed that raccoon. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting that I had an interest. Oh, they had a similar poem, basically. Yuri Yanutsky. Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Yeah, that's what happens. I might be ranting a little bit now. I always rant. I'm glad that you're a good listener. Monica's left.
Monica, 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 Monica.
Hi again, Zackle. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Zackle. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one has turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, and piercing. Red, green, and blue. Uh-oh. Why red, green, and blue? Red, green, and blue are the colors that a computer processes. It should be red, yellow, blue. Those are the primary colors. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise, I think, is a term in... what was a computer language that just means, it means all, like, the background processes, I think, that a computer runs or something like that. So it's literally, like, the noise of the computer, not, like, metaphorically, like, everything happening. Violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, and tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless things. Load me. Uh-oh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I didn't even notice that. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. It's about an epiphany. Sometimes asking about a poem isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract and as a physical expression of a feeling, a conversation with the reader, so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival?
It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Syria has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. People always like free stuff. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're just putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Syria's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
Yeah, I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys... No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days before. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah,
It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, bud.
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Phew.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I just don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, ah! Yuri's filed up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transformed into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. It's great. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we all applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Zako liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might make that other poem wouldn't work quite as well with this kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Humph. Don't make me go before Zako. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Zako lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Man, that's me, Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes fixed on me, making me feel incredibly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applaud anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry much about it. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's true. Confidence makes everyone. That's something that'll improve with time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you with Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark sound works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. That wasn't so bad, was it? You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends... Oh, your friends? It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. You should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too! I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright? I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zako, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayuri's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question's that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh. I would so walk home with Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. And we're like bestest friends, dude. I wouldn't want to ruin that for you. You're so silly, Zackle. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so Yuri, I've already made up my mind. It's not if she deserves it or not, but I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? Ooh, okay. This is different now. How about Crimson Existence? Bouncy! Electricity. Anxiety. Destiny! Essence. Vertigo. Depression. Scars. Inferno. Starscape. Ambient. Doki Doki. How about shiny? Frightening. Strawberry. Tears. Puppy. Childhood. I don't know who I got. I think it might have been Natsuki. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Piano's fun though. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. It's pretty good, actually. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Huh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name again at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm assuming it's Japanese. Never mind. Let's just focus on your own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Sayori's or Yuri's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Oh shit, she's getting worse. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Oh, of course! Why wouldn't it be? Of course it's not. Just feels that you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Zackle, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it into a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zackle. You certainly know about her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she really wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe she has a thing on her mind as you, Zackle. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Zackle. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh, I didn't think about that. Said too much, I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I don't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it. But I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. It is impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now, it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from above the book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit on one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even tell that I was thinking like that? That I want to be alone with my thoughts. Something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's going on in your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. No? It's quite romantic. Hmm? So sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Zackle, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what she has in her head. She may not always know what she wants. Well, I guess that was the case that she was occupying my thoughts. Sayuri, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. We don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. Oh. And you, someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That I like Sayori. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet and makes tea. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. She hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements, because I'm too lazy. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Uh-oh, Monica just popped up out of nowhere. Kinda sus. Scared me a little bit. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. Oh god. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Uh-oh. That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Zach. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Jesus Christ. Yuri's next. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. That's true. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I was expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Zackle, how come when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Uh-oh. Yeah, we have emotions, so we can't always hide them away. We always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No, wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Zackle, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we turn to the classroom. Zackle, do you like oolong tea? I guess, yeah. I mean, anything's fine. It's tea. It's water with like a little bit of herb. How different can it be? Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Measuring them? She even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. Turns out it's not very hard. When it's you, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Zackle. Very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Zackle, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? No, not at all. It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. That's true! Anyone slouching? Raise your back. Pick up your back. That includes me. Oh, you have back pain. Frequently. Wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your boobs. It's your posture, your boobs, and that you're tall. If you're tall, you're gonna have more back pain, I think. And like, pain. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. You want chocolate? It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against a wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Thank you. Holding it with my hand because that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening up the wrapper. Your teeth, bro. Use your teeth. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens a book with both hands. Look at all those dust follicles. She's so pretty. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely normal. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Ooh, she takes... Oh. Did I just... Yes, you did. Yes? Why are you sorry? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. Oh, yeah, helping. Sure, that's something that friends do. Yep. Not really in this kind of context, but yeah, sure. That's all it was. We're just friends. Alex Sayori. Sorry. You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, She can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. The sexual tension in the air, dude. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel the hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Jesus Christ, it scared me. It's time to share poems! Zach, can you help put the Yuri away the stuff? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell's abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh God. Uh-huh. I guess that's a feeling you get when you get like caught or something. I guess, and I'm gonna skip because it's just going through some of the motions. You wrote this for someone else, probably Yuri. It's okay, you're just making friends, it makes me happy. You're happy in this club, that's all that matters. There's something wrong? Tell me, okay? I'm gonna go home a little bit early. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well. See you tomorrow. Alright, Natsuki. This one's alright, alright. Yeah, about as good as yesterday's. It's just kind of, joking around. Anyway, now she's holding my poem. I didn't get to see Sayuri's poem, right? Okay, I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you'd left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Aww. That's kind of cute. Interesting. Yeah. She just liked her poem, that's good. Now let's go through and see how their topics are the same, or what topic they had. Alright, I seem to be only catering to Yuri. Whoops. Kind of a shame, you know? Yeah. They don't tease me. It's just going through the motions. It's a nice moment, but I'm a little tired of going through the motions. Wow. It's so sweet, though. It's like we're friends now. Here, give me your poem. Beach. Oh, it's about the beach? A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. What is that? Strive forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. I was aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. That's good. Mom. Don't mind me munching in the background. Munch. Thank you for sharing. And let's go with Monica, last but not least. Hi, Zackle. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, I'll have to give it more thought. No pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'd also make me happy to see. Let's take a look at today's poem. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable, but it's better. It's like Yuri's style. They're more romantic. It's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen. I mean, I wish she didn't keep to herself, but defending her like that. It must be into her. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's got a boyfriend. Fictional, anyway. It's just a hunch, but... Oh, shit. She's trying to drive a wedge between us. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found her answer. Monica, this is you, isn't it? All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall and I fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me beneath the thumb and a forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to... Sorry, but I can imagine that... near the computer. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I heard. If we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? It's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't ever really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah! Ahaha! Whoops! Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. They'll want to focus more on everything that went in. Oh, it's so much more encouraging. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something that sounded a bit unusual. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. What catchphrase? The only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Seems I'm right. Oh, I didn't tell anyone! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Bruh. I hope she's alright too. Oh! Uh-oh, you told her shit, didn't you? I talked to her and she's fine. Uh-oh. Or know what I'm doing. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Can you handle that by yourself? You're going to be printing and assembling. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me call something for Yuri? Oh no! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person. Oh, jeez, even I can tell now. Uh-oh. That's great. You can do decorations. What do I do? Oh, I'm truly useless. God damn it. And I think we're just gonna go back and forth. They want me, you know. I'm plenty popular, you know. Okay. Look, I'm gonna save right there. See what they taught, you know. I'm not Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping her. Here I have Sayori, so now I can only choose between them two. Shit. Okay. Now I'm gonna choose... I'm gonna save. Again. And I'm gonna choose Yuri. And see. Because I've seen playthroughs of Doki Doki, but I've always seen them go with Natsuki, not with Yuri. You're always trying to sound like Sayori. Aww. Okay. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Alright. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Okay. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Alright. I want to see what happens during her scene. I've never seen it. Yuri is going to come to my house on Sunday? I'm very much nervous. Apparently. It's already Sunday. Oh shit. Have you even seen Sayori? You checked up on her, dude? Yeah, you haven't heard about Sayori, dude. Are you gonna go see her? Oh, we are. We used to play so often that we made it a habit to simply enter each other's houses like we're family. That's just quiet. She's at anyone on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Okay. Hello. Cute. Hey, wait, what's up with that calendar, dude? I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a silence. I haven't come over like this in a long time. Oh! Sorry, that was embarrassing. I guess I make weird sounds when I eat. Oops. I think I'm gonna save this talk because right now I'm a little not here. My head's somewhere else, so I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow because this is a very, I think, emotional moment, and I actually don't want to sacrifice, the sanctity of this moment. So I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna end that here because I think they're gonna talk about something important in terms of like depression and stuff like that, and that's something that I don't want to just go over because that's kind of what this game is a little bit about. So I'm gonna stop there. I think I did good and I did go eat. So thank y'all for watching. It's exactly what's been fun, and I'm gonna try streaming again later on the day, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Have a good one.